You wake up, you take a shower, you make your coffee, and before the day even begins, you feel like something inside you is missing. Maybe you pray every morning. Maybe you're one of the most faithful people at your church. Maybe everyone thinks you're so strong, so full of faith, but you know that emptiness inside you never fills up. What if the reason for that emptiness isn't that you're not trying hard enough? What if the problem isn't your faith, but the fact that every single day you're carrying water from the wrong place? By the end of this video, you're going to remember a verse that's been forgotten for years. And maybe the most exhausting days of your life are finally about to be behind you. Because if you feel drained right now, if you feel alone, if you're tired of fighting the same battle every single day, I want you to hear this. This is not a weakness. This is a sign. How many times have you told yourself, today I'll pray more? How many times have you promised, this time I'll really change? And how many times have you woken up with that same exhaustion, that same emptiness? Maybe you pick up your phone and look at other women's lives, their tidy kitchens, their smiling children, their peaceful marriages, and you ask yourself, why isn't my life like that? Why am I so tired? That comparison drains you even more. But you can't stop. Maybe you've been carrying water from the same well for years, and that well has never satisfied you. To understand this, I want to take you back to a very old day, to the heat of noon, at the edge of a well. In John 4, there's a woman. Her name isn't even written down. She's simply called the Samaritan woman. Every day, at the hottest hour, at a time when no one else would be there, she goes to the well, with a heavy jar, walking the same road, with the same exhaustion in the same silence, over and over. Why does she go at the hour when no one else is around? Because she's ashamed. She has a past. She's been married 5 times, and now she's living with a man she isn't married to. And in that small town, everyone knows it. The other women go to draw water together in the cool of the morning, laughing. She chooses to go alone under the noon sun. Maybe you have your own noon hour somewhere, one no one sees, an exhaustion you've never told anyone about, a shame you've never spoken out loud, while everyone thinks you're strong, a weight you're carrying inside. And right there at the well, Jesus meets her. He asks her for water. The woman is stunned, because a Jew doesn't speak to a Samaritan, and a man doesn't speak to a woman alone. But Jesus ignores those boundaries and tells her, whoever drinks this water will be thirsty again. But whoever drinks the water I give will never thirst again, because the water I give will become a spring inside them, welling up to eternal life. Think about that for a moment. This woman went to the same well every single day, with the same heavy jar, with the same exhaustion. And every time, a day later, she'd be thirsty again. Filling the jar was never a solution. It was only a temporary relief that lasted until the next day. That sounds a lot like your life, doesn't it? Every day you fill up again. Every day you pray again. Every day you try again. And every day you're empty again. Most women think the answer is to try harder, pray longer, read more verses, hold on tighter. But the real issue was never effort. It's the source. The water you're carrying in that jar is water from outside. You fill it today, it's gone tomorrow. But the water Jesus is talking about is a spring welling up from within. Once you find it, you never have to carry it again. This isn't a performance, it's an invitation. It's not about your strength, it's about His source. Now I want to share something with you. A lot of women who hear this recognize themselves in it. Maybe you will too. Picture a woman. Let's call her Hannah. For years, she was one of the most dedicated people at her church. She showed up to every gathering. She helped anyone in need. She woke up at 5 every morning to pray. And from the outside, her life looked like an example of faith. No one knew she was struggling. But at night, sitting alone, Hannah would ask herself, why am I still so empty? Why am I so tired? Why, after serving this much, do I have no peace inside? Anxiety kept her up at night. She smiled during the day and cried in the dark. For a while, Hannah tried working harder. She woke up earlier. She prayed longer. She went to church more. But the emptiness inside her kept growing, as if no matter how much she poured in, it was a bottomless cup. One night, crying from exhaustion, she opened her Bible, and she landed right on that verse. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." And Hannah understood that God wasn't asking her for more effort. He was asking her to come. In Matthew 11, Jesus says this, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." Notice this. He doesn't say, "Work harder." He says, "Come to me." The requirement isn't that you be perfect. The requirement is that you be tired. Here's the trap most women fall into. We think we can't come to God until we've fixed ourselves first. We tell ourselves, first I have to become a good Christian, then I can pray. First I have to pull myself together, then I can find peace. But the Bible says the exact opposite. Come while you're a mess. Come while you're exhausted. Come while you're still struggling. Maybe right now you're telling yourself, but isn't resting the same as being lazy? If I let go, won't everything fall apart? My family, my job, my responsibilities need me. This isn't an invitation to laziness. It's an invitation meant to set you free. No, resting isn't giving up. Resting is surrendering your strength to the right source. Isaiah 40 says this, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." An eagle doesn't rise by flapping its wings. It finds the wind, spreads its wings, and lets the wind carry it. Watching an eagle glide high above, you might think it isn't doing anything at all. But in reality, that eagle is making a choice in every moment, choosing not to fight the wind, choosing to keep its wings open, choosing to be carried, not to fall. You don't have to struggle every single day either. When you find the right source, He carries you. But that doesn't mean staying still. You have to keep your wings open. That means keeping your day, your thoughts, your worries open to Him. In Psalm 23, David writes this, "He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul." Did you notice? It doesn't say, "He makes me run." It says, "He makes me lie down." Sometimes God growing you starts with Him stopping you. Now let's bring this into your own life. Maybe you've also spent years going to the same well with the same jar. Maybe your well was a relationship. Maybe it was a job. Maybe it was other people's approval. Or maybe it was simply the idea of being a good enough Christian. And every time you'd fill up for a while, then you'd be empty again. This isn't your fault. You were just trying to drink from the wrong source. Maybe this is something no one has ever told you before. Your exhaustion isn't proof that your faith is weak. It's actually proof that you've realized you can no longer carry it on your own strength. And that realization is the moment God is calling you into something new. So what does this look like in your everyday life? There are 3 small things, and none of them require a huge change. First, give Him the first minute of your morning. Before you reach for your phone, 1 sentence is enough. "Today I'm walking with you." This isn't a performance, just a touch. You don't need to show anyone. No one needs to know. Just you and Him. Second, when you feel exhausted, don't fight, return. When that familiar weight comes over you during the day, don't tell yourself, "I need to hold on tighter." Just come back. Say, "I'm here, Lord." That's simple. In the middle of a meeting, washing dishes, waiting in the car, 1 sentence is enough. Third, see rest not as a reward, but as a place. Not something you earn once you've worked enough, but somewhere you can stand at any moment. You don't have to earn it, because it's already being offered to you. Today, Jesus is asking you the same question. He's asking you at the well, "Will you give me a drink?" And you can tell Him the truth, just like that woman did. "I'm tired. I'm empty. I've been going to the same well for years, and I'm never satisfied." And He will say the same words to you, "Whoever drinks the water I give will never thirst again." That woman left her jar at the well and ran into the town. She didn't need it anymore, because she was carrying something new inside her. She didn't even hide the past she'd been ashamed of for years anymore. She told everyone, because she had found something bigger than that past. Maybe you have a jar you need to leave behind too. Something you've carried for years that never satisfied you. Maybe today is the day to leave it. You'll wake up, you'll take a shower, you'll make your coffee. But this time, there won't be an emptiness inside you. There will be a spring. Because the moment you stop trying is the moment you start coming. If this word touched you today, write in the comments, "Lord, teach me to rest." Just write that. And feel something shift inside you. If you know a woman like you, one who is tired, share this video with her. Maybe today is her time to stop at the well too.